Hi, welcome to the Shelley Studio. Today I'm working on my mission inspiration project for June. I know it's not June anymore. I'm a little behind as usual. The prompt for this one, the general theme was grunge it up, and this one's going to be super grungy. And the colors were patina green and some sort of orange color, and then like a bronze or brownish color. So I'm using colors I have, which were mint green, and then this one I think is called Podge Orange, and then a brown. I can't remember what the name of the brown was, but they're all just craft paints. And I just started by putting that green on there and then adding this orange, and I'm like, ooh, not caring for that very much. There's not the regular prompts anymore this year. He did them just kind of general suggestion and no, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Anyway, so I figured I'd just throw the paint on there and be all grungy. And since I didn't like that orange very well, I'm covering it up a lot with the brown. As you can see, not leaving a lot of that orange. In fact, in the final piece, there's a little hint of orange. It mostly ends up a lot of brown. Alright. So I decided to do this layering technique. I think I've done it before. Years ago I did this. But I think I've seen Seth Actor do something similar to this, where you put it on another piece of paper and then you push it on. It gives an interesting texture to the paint. So I thought it would be fun to give this a try, and so it gets multiple layers of this kind of thing. Because I put that down and then I decide it's too dark, so then I lighten it up like this, because I've got to have light for my focal point, right? So I kind of lighten up the center section, and then I think I go back and put more brown on. I don't know. Oh, it's more mint and white. Yeah, and I just keep going. Oh yeah, here's where I go back with the brown. Because I just couldn't stay away from it, I guess. So I really took that grunge it up prompt to heart. Seriously grungy. Alright. And interesting thick layers too. So this is a Finnabar product. It's supposed to look like rust or metal. I had three colors. One's a sort of yellow, one's sort of orange, and this one that's the brown, bronzy color. And the orange was all dried up, so it went bye-bye. And this brown is pretty dry, so I put it on there, and then I'm going to go over it with a coat of matte medium just to make sure it stays on there. This is one of those products I discovered on clearance at one point, which you know I love my clearance. If you've watched me before, you know that's all I own is clearance products. Alright, I'm going to do the coat of matte medium just to make sure that stays. It doesn't flake off at some point. There we go. I had a little bit of that rust stuff in the groove, and I want to make sure it closes, so I'm scraping it out there with my palette knife. So I found this picture in a travel magazine, and I'd recently watched, I can't remember what company it was, but they showed how they do sort of transfers. I'm using string gel just because that's what I have. Yet again, another clearance product. And normally you use like a gel medium if you have something that's more leveling. This doesn't level, so I was trying really hard to get nice smooth lines. So I do go over it quite a bit. Probably shouldn't work it so much, but I wanted to make sure it was as level as possible because it's string gel. String gel is meant to hold its shape. Alright, so I put that on and then let it dry, and here it is. Nice and shiny. Isn't that cool looking? Man, it was fun to feel too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to soak the backs of these with some water and then carefully rub the paper backing off, and hopefully the image will still be there. Now this works great. I mean, this was a really fun idea, but probably sticking it on my grungy dark background was probably not the best. So see, there it is, and see, I'll put it over white. See, you can see it. So now I've got them both done. I did leave the paper backing behind the girl. I forgot in the leg area, so it's not quite as good. She is a little transparent, which makes her a little too dark. I was getting carried away rubbing, and I think I took a little bit off, but not all of it. Anyway, so I took the words out of there. It was really thick, so I couldn't just tear it. So it's like a really bad cut job, but hopefully it'll just be hidden with whatever I put on top. So now we're going to glue this down, and I wanted it to stay clear, so I am using a gel medium, a gloss gel medium on here. But I do, once I get done, I do put a coating of matte medium over the top. And the reason I'm doing that is because it's in a book, and I didn't want it to stick together and become like a glued page. Because those are two really glossy pages, they would just glue together. I could have probably put wax on it. I don't know. I still have trouble. I do end up coating it with matte medium, which kind of, between me doing a bad job of leaving behind the girl white, or the paper behind the girl, and the matte medium over the top and everything, it gets really hard to see her. You'll see. She gets kind of hard to see, and I have to go over her and add more detail to her once we've got these down. There we go. So this is still a gloss gel medium that I'm putting on here. But see how faded she looks? So I'm going around with a Pip pen to help outline the girl so she stands out a little bit better. It sure fits grungy, right? And then a white paint pen to help her show up a little bit better. Alright, so now I'm looking at that other side and thinking I need to incorporate things a little bit more. So I'm just going to add some more of this mint green in a few areas. I'm trying to hide the fact that there's a cut line right there. I didn't want to cover up too much of that, so. Now I'm back with a layer of brown. See, you can see a little bit of orange, just hints of it. Still thinking about that girl, so I'm going to do a couple of washes of white over the top of her outfit to hopefully bring that out again a little bit more. And then I decided to go in with some pink color to help her skin show up a little bit more. There we go. So since this is one of Mike Deacon's challenges, there's word prompts. I think discover was one of the words on the suggestion. That'd be my guess as to why I put that one down. I go around all the letters with the black just to make sure it would pop out. And then I found this quote by J.R.R. Tolkien, and it's, "Still round the corner there may wait a new road or a secret gate." I thought that went well with the image, though you can hardly see it. I'm looking at the original, and you can hardly see that she's walking through a doorway of some ancient ruins. But that was the idea. And then I go around the words with the black again, just so they stand out. And there it is. All done. What do you think? Do you like it? Let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching.